today's video, Turkish and Iranian ties have collapsed and diplomatic efforts collapse, and they're heading closer to war. As the Kurdish people see that Iran makes a deal with Iran for liberation. But Saudi Arabia can't do anything. They're too weak for war and on the verge of collapse, basically. And well, this country won't do anything because they don't want to. I think I called that Nejd, maybe? Whatever I called it. Doesn't make a difference. And well, where does the Kurdish rebellions happen? Well, they pop up in Iraq, Turkey, and the Lur area. One pops up here. One group pops up over here, and then a bigger group pops up over there. And with them quickly using efforts to grow. And they're using Iranian technology and outpacing the nations where they are. And well, yeah. And then quickly, they move to this. And then this group gets large quickly. And this group. And at this point, the countries are in trouble, as they are now at war with this group. And to make matters worse, well, they're now at war with Iran. I wonder, will this large Turkey be able to stop them? Well, I don't know. With Iran already having forces in huge numbers on both fronts, as they have millions on millions of people to just send. And so their first offensives happen on this front, because they see that if they can get rid of this front, they can move all their forces to the other front. But the battle in the Balochi state is really hard and really slow, as they don't want to be occupied. At first, Iran doesn't see any problems, but then they take a big chunk of land, and well, their nationalism to their nation, it shows when they pop up in guerrilla fight. And yep, that's what they do. And this disorganizes Iran a lot. But yeah, these could be anywhere. They might not even be where I'm showing them, as guerrilla fighting is very unorganized. And think of it. Most videos I go through historical wars with them don't even show them because they're that disorganized. And other things, not just that disorganized, which is good because it can surprise their enemy, right? But they're also not well documented where they rise up. And yeah, I guess you can't be well organized all the time. But then you would need to be able to, with this war, the casualties, for every 10 Iranian casualties in this war, there's 1 Balochi casualty. Until Iran starts a big bombing campaign, which may have been a big mistake. But this country is now unable to do anything as they bomb the right targets, the depots for weapons. With Balochi collapsing after Iran takes over their full territory, Azerbaijan in the Lur area, Lur country, try to move into Iran. But Iran, it's a bit late. Iran's main focus is getting not all their land back, but a lot from the Lurs and Iraq. But they don't mean all of what Iraq took, because a lot of it got populated by Iraq. And well, then we have the Kurdish rebels, who continue their movements until they do this, which is an odd way of fighting a war. They make a snake. fine, they make a spearhead. And another one. They use their spearheads to kind of force the forces north or just out. With them all backing up or getting encircled. And well, they're moving into their lands. As they move up Azerbaijan's border, which makes no sense, but they just do that. They're trying to move into their Turkish lands. And well, it looks like they're succeeding. And then moving up, I guess, that river, the Tigray River, I think, or Euphrates, one or the other. The Tigris, no, not Tigray, but Tigris. Well, the Kurds are ready to make peace, but Iran is not. But the Kurds go ahead and sign a peace treaty with Turkey, the Lurland, and, well, Iraq. But Syria is pretty much just spared the troubles. But there's a point where Syria gets put into the war. But yeah, which is a group of the Kurds. But I don't know how accurate this map would depict it, but it's good for the series as it looks pretty nice. Looks like a blob. Yep, that's what I'm going to make it look like. Well, now Turkey's forced to move forces there to try and hold Iran back. Which may actually go well, because they only have one nation to fight now. But Iran is determined to get their lands back. Maybe not all, maybe only some, but even some is better than none. With the war becoming increasingly a stalemate, but Iran makes a fair advance into these lands in a week. That's a fair advance for a full week. But the Lurs are still trying to keep most of their nation intact. And they make an advance there. Shortly, the front lines just get stalemate out. And Evra is pretty much good for peace treaty. Except Iraq, who doesn't want to lose lands. They give a vote. Do you want to give up that tiny piece of land? Most of them say no. So then they say, we need to send more men, which they do. But they send only enough to occupy this without the risk of surrender. Because that's all they can make. But then they send a few up into here. And connect it with the Lur lands. Which is seen as impressive, but that's all they can do. Because, well, if they try to go any further, well, Iran, well, has too many forces out. They have like 3 million. The other team has, luckily, they have 3.5 million, the blue team, but they don't have enough to take out Iran. Yeah, it's kind of hard to conscript 2 million. Well, 1.5 million, because you need you need 3 times as many forces. So they would need a lot. They would need 900 million forces. Wait, what? No. 9 million forces is what they would need to take them out. No, 12 million. Yep. No, it's 12 million they would need. So yeah. And now for the treaty, which will probably station around these lines. Still lost a bit of land, although gained more, so they're pretty happy. They meet with 3 nations. Kurdistan, Armenia themselves, Turkmenistan, and Afghanistan about an alliance. And, well, some nations accept, others don't accept as well. Afghanistan accepts, Turkmenistan accepts, Turkey accepts, but they can't get Nej to accept, or Saudi Arabia, but they get all these nations. Yep, they invited Nej too, but I forgot to mention it until after. And well, that's pretty much all for today's video. Please like and subscribe, because, well, the series isn't going to be, like, too long. I'm trying to make my videos a bit shorter so they're easier to edit, better edited, and stuff like that. So, if you like this series, please like and subscribe. please comment and give me suggestions for other series, because I know there's one for an alternate history of the Cold War, which I'm going to try to do. I just need to find a map. And that's pretty much all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, comment. Wild Mapper out. Subscribers before June 1st, and we have 81 left to go, so please subscribe. And that's actually all for today's video. Wild Mapper out.